Hello, I'm Finn Burney.
And I'm Hanley Riggs.
And you're watching the Vision News Network.
Welcome to the end of the semester edition of VNN. This semester has gone by quickly and we witnessed some exciting events on campus this spring.
One of those exciting events being the 2022 Best of the Best Showcase that ended this year's annual run of Belmont's Showcase series.
VNN's Kaylee Doherty has this story.
It's spring once again, which means the return of Belmont's Best of the Best Showcase. Each year, student musicians perform under the limelight in the Showcase series. And after battling it out with other musicians in their genre, the winners celebrated their victories one last night right here in the Curb Event Center.
So Best of the Best Showcase is our last showcase every year, and it is for all of the people who have won our showcases and also our writers round throughout the year. And it's just kind of like a big wrap up and celebration of kind of like all the talent that we've seen. And I think it's just kind of a really good way to like remind ourselves and like everyone of just kind of the hard work that we put into the year and like a big celebration show at the end. So a really fun time, like getting together all of our artists who have won and then also like our staff just to kind of wrap up the year together. So
it was really special the first showcase. Just like my parents came, which is like they've never really like seen me do something like that before. So it was cool to have them there and just like all my friends, like when the floor was like open for people to like stand at. It was just like really cool like being up there with like my friends, but then also like seeing my friends right there and like I don't know, that just felt really special to me. It's cool that there's like a handful of more people that are like now like looking out for like my new releases in the summer and like I don't know, that's just like cool.
It was a lot more relaxed than the country showcase, I'd say, just in the sense that, you know, it wasn't really a competition and it's kind of a good celebration. All of my band members, most of them, I think all of them went to Belmont. So most of their families came into town too. And my family came into town. So I think just the whole showcase series overall helped me tremendously, not only with like just like performance, but also just connection, you know, and meeting new people and actually getting a platform.
It definitely is like an opportunity that a lot of artists don't get until they're much further in their career. So I'm really thankful to have done that and have that experience so that when it comes time to where I am playing on stages like that, I'm already ready and I've done it before. And I'm gonna be able to treat it like a professional.
But the showcase season never truly ends. Battle of Bands will be the first competition of the school year with a new slate of artists taking the stage this fall. To check out show-stopping moments from this year's series, head over to BelmontVision.com. For VNN, I'm Kaylee Doherty.
Thanks, Kaylee. It was fun watching this semester's showcase winners hit the stage one last time.
Speaking of winning, Belmont's women's basketball team had a monumental season, making it all the way through the second round of March Madness.
Although the team just fell short to the University of Tennessee, this season was one to celebrate, especially for the graduating athletes.
I had the privilege of reflecting on the season with some of the players and head coach Bart Brooks. We're in the Curb Event Center where our women's basketball team has made history once again. This was their second time winning the OVC tournament and going to March Madness, where they not only had a huge upset against Oregon, but put up a huge fight against the University of Tennessee, who were ranked number 2, Belmont number 12, falling short 67-70. Another record-breaking season for this team. What did that mean for you as a senior?
You know, it's always cool, like especially your last year, getting to go on this last run with people you love to be around. Obviously, we expected some of the success that we had, but you know, to see what we did at the tournament and like the OVC tournament, the NCAA tournament, it was just a very memorable experience.
It was incredible. Playing Tennessee was awesome, especially on their home floor. I mean, if you're a basketball fan, you know the history of that program and like what they do, and it was special. And I mean, being a senior, it was kind of sad to have it end, but ending on that note with a team that's very successful and going to continue to be successful is incredible.
It was wonderful, just such a great way to go out and such an incredible team. We went through a lot this year, and just to be able to do that for our school was awesome. And honestly, the way Belmont University showed up for us was the most rewarding part of it all, just to see pictures of all the students on the lawn watching our game against Tennessee and all of the people that showed up in Knoxville for us. That was the most rewarding, most special moment of my entire career. So it was just it was wonderful to go out that way.
It felt amazing. You know, 5 years of work, it felt like every minute that we've invested into this program as coaches, as players, you know, we've worked really, really hard to put this team together, to put this roster together, to put this program in a position to play on the national stage and have success. Not just play, but to actually succeed when we played. And to have a chance to do that on national TV, and then to see the stands full of Bruin red and blue, and to see the excitement of those students. I mean, our team has not got to see that in their time here until that game. And, you know, I think it's hard when we go to guys' games and we see a sea of students supporting our guys, which they should, because our guys are awesome. And then we play and it's empty over there. That's really hard. And we put in so much work, and I know that people will fall in love with this team if they give us a chance. And I felt like they gave us a chance and they fell in love with this team.
What did it mean to put that Belmont jersey on for one last time?
You know, like I said, it's just an unforgettable experience. It's something that, you know, you can't really look back on and say, I regretted anything, you know, my decisions here or anything like that. I'm going to love each and every teammate that I built relationships with, the coaches, and it's a place that I'm always going to call home.
With Jay, I mean, coming in as another point guard and playing with her, I mean, she's led this team, her and Conley. I know Lily didn't get to play this season, Macy, but just their leadership is what I'm going to miss the most.
So you're obviously always going to be a part of this Belmont family, Belmont basketball family. What are you looking forward to being able to come back in years to come?
You know, just watching the teammates that I grew up playing with. It's going to be cool to see them like grow as they continue to play in their careers. And it's going to be cool just to be a fan and a spectator. It's a different feel, but you're obviously going to miss it once you're watching it. You're going to miss being out there, but it's going to be cool to watch teammates that I've played with.
Hopefully, as I come back in the future to watch the girls play, I see a lot more students, and I hope we change the culture.
Yeah. Make sure you're out there supporting our Bruins next year so that you can be a part of the history in the making. For VNN, I'm Hanley Riggs.
Thanks, Hanley. We're going to miss seeing all the graduating Bruins on court next season.
And basketball isn't the only game that the students are enjoying on campus.
The student-run club, Dungeons and Bruins, has surged as one of Belmont's largest on-campus organizations.
VNN's Georgia Hamby takes us inside the club to see where the magic happens.
Get out your D20s and pencils and get ready to join Belmont's adventurers as they immerse into the world of Dungeons and Dragons. This role-playing game once dominated pop culture and is now having a massive global resurgence nearly 50 years after its creation. And the Dungeons and Bruins Club here at Belmont is fueling the fire, providing a safe space for all students to come together.
In a Dungeons and Bruins meeting, you meet with your DM or Dungeon Master, who is there to help you and inform you about what the session will be about. You will then work together with everyone at the table to create a wonderful story. You may enter a dungeon and fight magical beasts, or simply enjoy the non-player characters that the Dungeon Master creates. Essentially, a Dungeon Master is like a teacher. Everyone else is in the classroom with him. We are listening to a story all together, and we're working together to make that using the power of dice, math, and imagination.
Dungeons and Bruins, one of Belmont's most popular clubs, specializes in campaigns that involve characterizing mythical creatures, such as druids, sorcerers, and barbarians, in order to escape the mundane perils of college life.
We create like little communities. Like I still like keep in regular contact with the people that were in my group last semester, and I have become like friends with the people in my group this semester, so I think that's what makes it like most unique.
A lot of the people here, I'm sure, are from theater because you get to pretend to be these characters. You can fall in love or betray the people that are at the table next to you. It's all storytelling, and I think that's probably one of the biggest reasons people come here.
It lets me tell a story without having to like write it down in a book, which takes a lot of effort that I don't want to put into writing a book. So it gives me an outlet to tell a story.
D&D is open to anybody who's willing to pick up a pouch of dice and a piece of paper and pencil and have fun. This is open to anybody, and everyone is well read into the books that they can help people learn how to play and what it means to either be a player or be a dungeon master.
Anyone can join the quests going on here at the Dungeons and Bruins meetings. The only requirements are dexterity, bravery, and a strong heart. For VNN, I'm Georgia Hamby. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, Georgia. It's great to see that we have such a wide variety of clubs here on campus.
If you're looking for more of an artistic outlet here on Belmont's campus, you can visit the Nature of the Future art exhibit, which is being shown inside the Lila D Bunch Library until May 27th.
VNN's Camden Morris brings us a preview of this stunning collection.
The Lou Art Gallery is hosting yet another exhibition, this time focusing on climate change. The Nature of the Future focuses on pieces that address global warming, the climate change crisis, and challenges viewers to deep dive into how humans affect the natural world. We have artists as close as Nashville and as far as India.
I'm really happy to be a part of this exhibition, specifically because, I mean, that's what my work is about. I mean, I love the theme of this exhibition, the nature of the future, and really exploring this idea of the Anthropocene. And it's something that I've been really interested in exploring in my work. So this work is really about trying to look at what's the origin of this era and how do we see the effects. And so it really tries to bring those two things together.
My piece in the show is called Hot Springs Eternal. And it is an original photograph that I had taken in Hot Springs, Arkansas in about 2015. In my work, what I try to do is I try to take street scenes, everyday slice of life, city scenes or buildings, and put them in a situation where nature has conquered our man-made structures. If people start really pursuing this topic of climate change and global warming in their artwork, I think it's going to become a stronger message.
I'm Vanessa Alberry, and my work in the Nature of the Future, Artists Confronting the Anthropocene, is called Arctic Future Relics. That's the name of the series of works, and I have 3 pieces from the series in the show. We're looking at a future that is precarious because of our habits, our human habits, and the Earth is going to survive us, but the question is, are we going to survive ourselves? And so, you know, that's kind of the idea of the Anthropocene. Are we creating an extinction for ourselves? Visual art is a dialogue. It's a visual dialogue, and the moment of creation is within the work, and the moment of viewing, you know, the viewer brings whatever their personal history is up to that moment to the work as well. So theoretically, anytime you view an artwork, you're new, and therefore you can see something new in the work.
I think it's a lot of kind of pressure to put on like one particular medium to help or solve problems. You know, I think the thing that art really does well is it kind of speaks to us outside of language. And I think therefore it's able to connect with us on a different level than like reading a climate report. The idea of climate change is like massive, huge, and kind of all encompassing. It's really hard to like comprehend the limits. And I think the use of metaphor in our practices really helps to distill that to something that's like digestible.
Be sure to check out the art exhibit that's running through May 27th on the first floor of the Lila D Bunch Library, which is accessible to all Belmont students. And for VNN, I'm Camden Morris. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, Camden. I'm looking forward to checking out the featured artwork.
One of the biggest changes to happen on campus this year was the inauguration of Belmont's brand new president, Dr. Gregory Jones.
VNN's Anna Jackson gives us a recap of the most exciting moments from his first year as president.
I'm here outside the president's office at Belmont's Freeman Hall, where Dr. Greg Jones has spent his first year at the helm of Belmont University. Since stepping into the presidency in summer 2021, Jones and his wife, the Reverend Susan Pendleton Jones, quickly became a prominent presence on campus. From their inauguration celebration in November to the class they will co-teach in fall 2022 to dedicating the new buildings rising at the university, the Joneses have seen their share of growth, as well as challenges. I spoke with President Jones to hear his reflections on his first year at Belmont, as well as find out what his second year might look like.
Well, I think it's been a wonderful year of getting to know one another, cultivating that sense of letting hope abound. I think that building a community on campus that's focused on our strategic trajectory has been really terrific. I think we've launched a number of initiatives, the Belmont Accelerator for Social Innovation collaboration, some projects in Edge Hill and Antioch. I think launching the Belmont Data Collaborative was important, and helping the Frisk College of Medicine through its planning as we look toward 2023. And I would just say that the sense of community and joy and hospitality and welcome across campus has been really important, even as we're also looking to complete Caldwell Hall, building now the building that will become the Jack Massey Center and the Frisk College of Medicine. Opening the Fisher Center was not a small feat either. I think I knew that Belmont was a really creative, entrepreneurially minded community filled with great students, faculty, and staff. I think I was surprised by just how deep and broad that is across the community. It's been really energizing. I think the welcome that Susan and I have found in Nashville, while we weren't surprised that we were warmly welcomed, the kind of eagerness for partnership and the respect with which Belmont is held in the Nashville community has been really surprising and exciting. I think the kind of student-focused orientation of our faculty and staff is really terrific. I think that we do our Christ-centered mission well. I think there's a focus on character and purpose and an entrepreneurial mindset. I think we have great relations with partners in the Nashville community for internships and for relationships and people getting jobs. I think our athletics program is really remarkably gifted, both in what they do on the field or on the court or on the track, on the golf course, and also in the kind of character they develop. I've been really impressed by the integrative focus across the entire university and the talent that exists. It's really been a gift, and Susan and I just feel privileged to be able to go to student events and to participate in so many different things. It's really a great community. We need to be working on increasing access to Belmont in terms of tuition. We need to work on financial aid issues. We need to continue to deepen our commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion, and making this not only a place that welcomes, but helps people feel an integral part of the community and feel that deep sense of belonging. There are so many stories that we want to lift up and we want to tell well to help inspire, encourage people, and to help them imagine a life more abundant. You know, I'm thinking about things like the Ferris wheel during inauguration week, and then homecoming parade, and the watch party that was on campus for the women's basketball team, and the energy Christmas at Belmont, and the various performances. And you know, there's a sense of joy, and I love that notion of letting hope abound and that multiplier effect and that kind of resonance that we can all be agents of hope. I think as we can move into the next year, we're going to be aligning our teams to really be able to work on those strategic pathways and to go deeper and broader. And I think making sure that we continue to deepen the culture and broaden the culture and get that sense of inclusion and embrace across the faculty, staff, and student body is going to be a really important task. We've got a lot of creative energy that's been generated this year, and the key is actually going to be to execute on those plans and those designs.
For VNN, I'm Anna Jackson. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, Anna. I'm excited to be part of this new chapter in Belmont's history.
Speaking of chapter, Belmont's Greek Life recently held their annual Greek Sing event and donated the proceeds to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital.
VNN's Chandler Maynard brings us the inside look on this exciting event.
I'm here on the lawn where Belmont's Greek chapters hosted its annual Greek Sing extravaganza. Greek Life organizations have been preparing for this production since December, making this the first Greek Sing to happen since 2019. All proceeds collected from ticket sales were donated to St. Jude's Research Children's Hospital in Memphis, Tennessee.
Greek Sing is our Greek-wide philanthropy event that incorporates all of the Greek chapters here at Belmont, the National Panhellenic chapters, the NPHC, and the Fraternity Council. It is our fundraiser for St. Jude's. It's like a mix of carpool karaoke and lip sync battle. Each chapter picks their own theme, and we all get to perform for each other. And tickets can be purchased online to, of course, support St. Jude.
So it takes lots of work, hardcore dedication, hours and hours of just intense practice. No, but it's all like silly, fun times. Just like a lot of camaraderie, and we just like love to hang out with each other. So just dedication for, you know, a good cause, really.
My favorite part, honestly, today, like getting to watch everybody do their run-throughs and like seeing it all come together is just so rewarding. Everybody's worked so hard. All the chapters have worked hard. Like production team has worked hard. Panhellenic has worked hard. So just kind of seeing it all come together is like really, really like we did it. It hasn't happened yet, but like revealing the fundraising total to everyone like is super cool and super exciting. So how much we've gotten to raise for St. Jude and how that's going to be like such a big impact on people's lives.
So I really hope people like come out of this event just really hyped and just feed off of our energy, and then also just like support a great cause.
A great way to get involved when you come and support Greek Sing is to, one, support to St. Jude's Hospital overall, and if you want to get more involved in Greek life, you can definitely come to the Student Engagement Office and ask some questions, and we'd be more than happy to guide you in the right direction. But our formal recruitment for the NPC chapters is in January of each year.
What a lot of people don't know about is that some of the brothers have 2 left feet, and it's so funny, it's so silly watching them dance. Can't relate, but you know, it's hilarious, and the practices are amazing, so yeah.
Typically Greek Sing is in the fall, so get ready for that because it's literally less than a year away is our next Greek Sing.
Congratulations to Belmont's Greek Life for raising over $23,000 for St. Jude's. For VNN, I'm Chandler Maynard. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, Chandler. I'm glad our students got to support such a good cause while having so much fun.
Thank you for watching the VNN Spring 2022 End of Semester broadcast. Regretfully, this is my official sign-off for the Belmont Vision and for the Vision News Network. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to be part of this team and the university.
We are so sad to see Finn go, but we're excited for the upcoming school year and all of the new faces it'll bring to campus. To conclude this broadcast, we leave you with an office concert featuring Belmont musician Chris Wiper.
Thank you for a great semester, Bruins, and as always, stay up to date with the latest news on BelmontVision.com.
Hello, my name is Chris Wiper. This is my band, Cole Pomeroy on drums, Vance Major on guitar, and Karina Gill on BGVs. This is a Belmont Vision office concert.
Talks turn deep and they say it's in. Speak over the sound of the television. We all know how the show ends, but we still cry. I should be doing time, 'cause I'm awfully good at killing the vibe switch. Only self-defense, you think I lie? 'Cause we'll be laying on the couch, we'll be talking about how we're gonna dance with somebody new. I'll ruin the mood, 'cause it feels like that ain't something I could ever do. Juice is orange and the Whitney's pink. A little bit of taste, just like the way I think, but if